Pollution of air and water. Learning objectives. Pollutants. Types of pollution. Air pollution. Acid rain. Greenhouse effect. Control of air pollution. Water pollution. Pollution of river Ganga. Control of water pollution. Treatment of wastewater. Pollution and law. Potable water or drinking water. Pollution may be defined as a change in the physical, chemical or biological aspects of environment which makes it harmful for humans, for other living organisms and for cultural assets. Or pollution may be defined as an addition or excessive addition of undesirable materials to the physical environment, water, air and land, making it less fit or unit for life, living organisms. The basic cause of pollution is man himself. He has befouled the clean land, water and air initially provided by nature. This has been caused through overuse, misuse and mismanagement of natural resources to fulfill human needs. To some extent, nature also contributes to pollution. Pollution all across the world from all kinds has gone to such an extent that the biosphere is facing a serious threat to its very survival. Fighting and safeguarding our environment against pollution is a major challenge of this time. Pollutants. In simple words, pollutants are the harmful substances that cause many health problems. Any substance present in environment is harmful concentration which adversely affects the environment by damaging it and harms the living organisms present in world is called a pollutant. They are often the residues of the materials we make, use or know away. For example, smoke from fire, industries and automobiles, sewage from houses and hotels, chemicals from factories. Smoke. The pollutants are classified generally as solid include lead, asbestos, mercury, bacteria, algae, fertilizers etc. Liquid comprise dissolved salts, oil slicks, insecticides, pastiches etc. Gaseous pollutants are fumes vapor, nitrogen oxide, sulfur dioxide, chlorofluorocarbons, carbon dioxide. On the other hand, pollutants can also be classified from different points of view. On the basis of existence of pollutants in nature. A. Quantitative pollutants. These are the substances which are present in nature and are also added in large quantities by human, e.g., carbon dioxide. B. Quantitative pollutants. These are the substances which do not occur in nature but are added by human beings, for example insecticides and herbicides, on the basis of persistence after they are released in the environment. A. Primary pollutants. These persist in the form in which they are added is the environment such as smoke, dust, nitric oxide, sulfur dioxide, ash. B. Secondary pollutants. These are formed by interaction among primary pollutants, for example sulfur trioxide, ozone etc., on the basis of their natural disposal. A. Biodegradable pollutants. These are pollutants that are quickly degraded by natural means. Sewage and heat are pollutants of this category as these can be rapidly decomposed by natural processes or by the engineered systems such as municipal treatment, plants etc. B. Non-degradable pollutants. These are not degraded or are degraded very slowly in nature. Organic salts of heavy metals, glass or tin containers, polythene, radioactive materials, and plastics are the pollutants in this category. These pollutants accumulate and may get biologically magnified as they pass through the food chains. The phenomenon of increased toxicity by chemical reaction among the pollutants is called synergism. Activity 20.1. Read the newspaper daily. Cut out clippings related to environmental pollution and comment. Types of pollution. Pollution is of 5 main types. 1. Air pollution, atmospheric pollution. 2. Water pollution, hydrospheric pollution. 3. Land or soil pollution, lithospheric pollution. 4. Noise or sound pollution. 5. Radioactive pollution. We are supposed to discuss only first two types here. The other three types are included in the syllabus of your next higher class. Air pollution. Air pollution refers to the release of harmful materials into the atmosphere, which makes air unit for human, other animals and plants. Table: composition of atmospheric gases. Gas. Concentration, percent by volume. Nitrogen, 78.09. Oxygen, 20.95. Argon, 0.93. Carbon dioxide, 0.032. Neon, 0.0018. Helium, 0.00052. Methane, 0.00015. Krypton, 0.0001. Hydrogen, 0.00005. Dinitrogen oxide, 0.00002. Carbon monoxide, 0.00001. Xenon, 0.00008. Ozone, 0.00002. The main causes or sources of air pollution are either natural or by human activities. Human activities causing air pollution. The following human activities cause air pollution. Most air pollution comes from human activities like burning fossil fuels, natural gas, coal and oil, to power industrial processes and motor vehicles. The emission of harmful compounds during burning like carbon dioxide, CO2, carbon monoxide, CO, nitrogen oxides, NO2, sulfur dioxide, SO2, and tiny solid particles like lead from gasoline additives. Rapid and continuous cutting of trees, deforestation, adds to the air pollution. Automobiles also result in emission of hazardous pollutants as byproducts of combustion, which makes air polluted. Nuclear activities by man involving widespread use of radioactive materials also result in air pollution. Smoke, fog, dust, fumes are the particulate pollutants of air, e.g., smoke from chimneys, stone crushers, cement factories, asbestos factories and lead processing units cause air pollution. Natural activities causing air pollution. Carbon monoxide from the breakdown of methane cause air pollution. Volcanic eruptions release many gases and volcanic ash which cause air pollution. Forest fires release smoke and harmful trace gases cause of air pollution. Dust storms cause the pollution of air. Salt spray from oceans are also a cause of air pollution. Activity 20.2. Near your locality or society, try to grow more and more trees along with your friends, as plants reduce air pollution and increase purity of air, and not only they hold the soil together, also reduce the land pollution, soil erosion. Effects of air pollution. The effects of air pollution are very worse to humans, plants, materials, climate. Air pollution has many acute and chronic effects on health, such as irritation of the respiratory tract, irritation of eye, nose and throat. Lead particulate from automobiles causes lead poisoning resulting in death. SO2 acid rains and aerosols damage the building materials. Air pollution causes the depletion of ozone layer, which protects us from ultraviolet radiations of sun, which can cause cancer. Mercury, released by combustion of fossil plants, result in nerve, brain and kidney damage. Due to deforestation and fuel combustion in industries and automobiles, the CO2 content of the atmosphere is expected to double by the year 2020. Moreover, the increase in CO2 causes greenhouse effect and global warming. Smog, smoke plus fog, is a thick, dark or yellow fog over a town. It causes respiratory problems and reduces visibility, leading to accidents. Acid rain. The burning of fossil fuels like coal and oil in factories, thermal power plants and oil refineries, and effects of air pollution reduce air pollution and increase purity of air, and not only they hold the soil together, also reduce the land pollution, soil erosion. Effects of air pollution. Petrol and diesel in motor vehicles produce acidic gases like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides, which go into air and pollute it. Sulfur dioxide reacts with water vapor present in the atmosphere to form sulfuric acid, whereas nitrogen oxides react with water vapor present in the atmosphere to form nitric acid. These acids dissolve in rainwater and fall to the earth in the form of acid rain. Thus, acid rain is that rain which contains small amounts of acids formed from acidic gases like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides present in polluted air. Acid rain contains very dilute solutions of sulfuric acid and nitric acid. Acid rain causes great damage to living and non-living things. The damage caused by acid rain is very, very slow and hence cannot be seen immediately. Acid rain has the following harmful effects. Harmful effects of acid rain. 1. Forest trees damaged by acid rain. 2. Fish killed due to high acidity of RK water caused by acid rain. 3. A statue damaged by acid rain. 1. Acid rain destroys forests. Acid rain damages the forest trees by destroying their leaves. See figure 1. It causes the leaves of trees to turn yellow and fall off. In the absence of leaves, the roots of trees cannot absorb water from the soil, and due to lack of water the trees die. Acid rain also damages a lot of crop plants every year and causes a big loss to the farmers. Acid rain makes the soil acidic. This acidic soil is not good for the growth of crop plants. 2. Acid rain kills aquatic animals such as fish. Acid rain causes the water in ponds, lakes and rivers to become much more acidic and unsuitable for the survival of aquatic animals and plants. Due to high acidity of water, the aquatic animals such as fish get killed. See figure 2. 3. Acid rain corrodes the statues, buildings and historical monuments and damages them slowly. The statues, buildings and monuments are made of marble or limestone, etc. The acids present in acid rain react with the carbonates present in marble and limestone of a statue, building or monument and corrode it slowly, dissolve it slowly. In this way, acid rain makes the statues, buildings and monuments to crumble away slowly. See figure 3. The Taj Mahal at Agra, near Delhi, is a beautiful historical monument made of pure, white marble. The experts have warned that air pollution around Taj Mahal area is discoloring its white marble and also corroding it slowly. This poses a threat to the beauty of Taj Mahal. Actually, the Mathura oil refinery near Agra as well as the various industries in and around Agra are emitting gaseous pollutants such as sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides into the air, which cause acid rain. The acids present in acid rain react with the marble, calcium carbonate, of Taj Mahal monument and corrode it slowly. The slow corrosion, or eating up, of marble of a monument by acid rain is also known as marble cancer. The suspended particulate matter such as soot particles emitted in the smoke from Mathura oil refinery is discoloring the pure white marble of Taj Mahal by turning it yellowish. The Supreme Court of India has taken several steps to save Taj Mahal from the damage being caused by air pollution, acid rain, etc. It has ordered all the industries in Agra area to switch over to cleaner fuels like CNG and LPG to reduce air pollution. It has also asked vehicles to be run on CNG or unleaded petrol in the Taj Mahal area. From the above discussion we Taj Mahal monument is being affected by air pollution. Conclude that it is not only the living things, such as humans, other land animals, aquatic animals like fish, trees and crop plants, etc., which are affected by air pollution. Even the non-living things, such as soil, statues, buildings and historical monuments, get affected by air pollution. Before we go further and describe the greenhouse effect, we should know the meaning of greenhouse and how it works. The greenhouse is a structure or building made of glass walls and glass roof in which the plants that need protection from cold weather are grown. See figure. The glass walls and glass roof of a greenhouse allow the sun's heat rays to go in freely, but do not allow the inside heat, reflected by soil, plants and other things in the greenhouse, to go out. In this way, more and more of sun's heat rays are trapped inside the greenhouse, due to which the temperature in the greenhouse rises. So, even without an internal supply of heat, the temperature inside a greenhouse becomes higher than that outside. This heat is beneficial for the growth of plants inside the greenhouse, when the outside temperature is very low during winter season. Thus, greenhouse acts as a heat trap, which traps sun's heat energy. We will now describe why a greenhouse acts as a heat trap. A greenhouse. The walls and roof of this greenhouse are made of glass. This greenhouse acts as a heat trap for sun's heat. Greenhouse effect. The sun is an extremely hot object, due to which the heat rays emitted by the sun are of shorter wavelength. The shorter wavelength heat rays coming from the sun can pass through the glass walls and glass roof of a greenhouse and go inside it. On the other hand, the inside objects of glass house are much less hot than the sun, so they emit heat rays of longer wavelengths. The longer wavelength heat rays emitted by the inside objects of the greenhouse cannot pass through the glass walls and glass roof of a greenhouse and go out. Thus, glass is a material which allows sun's heat rays to come in but does not allow heat rays to go out. This is called greenhouse effect. Due to the presence of a carbon dioxide layer around the Earth, our atmosphere acts like the glass roof of an ordinary greenhouse and allows sun's heat rays to be trapped within the Earth's atmosphere. This is why it is called greenhouse effect. Carbon dioxide gas present in the atmosphere allows the heat rays of the sun to pass through it and reach the Earth, but prevents the heat rays reflected from the Earth's surface and its objects from passing out of the atmosphere into space. In this way, the sun's heat rays remain trapped in the Earth's atmosphere and warm it up. See figure. The warming up, or heating up, of the Earth's atmosphere due to the trapping of sun's heat rays by carbon dioxide gas in the atmosphere is called greenhouse effect. The warming, or heating, of the Earth produced by greenhouse effect is important for the existence of life on the Earth. This is because it is due to the warming of Earth by the greenhouse effect that the Earth has become a habitable planet having millions of different life forms on it. If there were no warming up of the Earth's atmosphere due to greenhouse effect produced by carbon dioxide gas in the atmosphere, the whole Earth would have been converted into an extremely cold planet, making the existence of life difficult on it. The problem, however, arises when the amount of carbon dioxide gas in the atmosphere increases too much, leading to the excessive heating of Earth and its atmosphere. Carbon dioxide is added to the atmosphere mainly by the burning of fossil fuels like coal, petroleum products like kerosene, petrol, diesel, LPG, and natural gas. Carbon dioxide is removed from the atmosphere by the plants and trees for making food by photosynthesis. These two opposing processes keep the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere fairly constant. In the past, the amount of carbon dioxide gas in the atmosphere has remained low. These days, however, the fossil fuels are being burned at a very rapid rate to meet the energy requirements of increasing population, due to which the amount of carbon dioxide gas in the atmosphere is increasing day by day. At the same time, the number of plants and trees, which remove carbon dioxide gas from the atmosphere through photosynthesis, is decreasing day by day due to deforestation and damage by acid rain. Due to the rapid burning of fossil fuels and decrease in forests, plants and trees, the amount of carbon dioxide gas in the atmosphere is increasing steadily. The extra carbon dioxide present in the atmosphere is trapping more heat energy of the sun due to increased greenhouse effect. And because of increased greenhouse effect, the temperature of Earth's atmosphere is increasing day by day. If the proportion of carbon dioxide gas in the atmosphere goes on increasing like this, then the temperature of Earth's atmosphere will also rise further. This will lead to the excessive heating of the Earth, global warming. Control of air pollution. The following methods are most effective for dealing with the control of air pollution. Growth of more and more plants as they contribute towards controlling air pollution. Good quality fuel, low sulfur or sulfur-free, should be used in motor vehicles which can reduce SO emission in atmosphere. The use of tall chimneys in factories can reduce pollution of air at ground level. Industrial smoke should be filtered before releasing into the air to remove particulate level. Mining area should be afforested, growing trees. Population growth, the main cause of pollution, should be brought under control. Control equipments, such as gravity settling tanks or porous fillers and electrostatic precipitator, installed in factories can minimize air pollution. Effort should be made to get energy by means which do not involve combustion. Use of high-temperature incinerators can reduce the production of ash. Industries giving smoke should be located away from the human habitations. Water pollution. Water pollution is defined as an addition of unwanted or harmful, organic, inorganic or biological substances which make water less fit or unit for use of living organisms. Types of water pollutions. Biological agents, for example virus, bacteria, protozoa. Chemical agents. Physical agents. Inorganic, for example nitrate, acid salts etc. Organic, for example oil, gasoline, pesticide. Radioactive substances. Suspended solids, for example silt, organic natural. Heat. Sources or causes of water pollution. Sewage and other oxygen-demanding wastes cause water pollution. Infections agents such as bacteria, virus, fungi etc. also make water polluted. Petroleum, especially from oil spills, is a major cause of water pollution. Exotic organic chemicals, including pesticides, for example DDT, various industrial products, surface active substances in detergents, and the decomposition products of other organic compounds cause the pollution of water. The use of a wide variety of pollutants, both biodegradable and non-biodegradable like oil, plastics, metallic, add to the water pollution. Tiny suspended particles of clay and steel dust also settle in water and cause water pollution. Disposal of radioactivity wastes from atomic power plants can prove to be fatal. They are stored in underground water tanks and if leaked kills hundreds of lives. Nitrate from fertilizers and detergents contaminates drinking water. Nitrite poisoning may prove fatal in children. Hence, nitrogenous fertilizers should be carefully used. Water pollution. Washing clothes in pond. Effects of water pollution. Water is needed by all organisms for metabolic activities. Many organisms use water as a habitat as well. Human uses water for several additional purposes than drinking, bathing, washing, industry, fields irrigation, navigation, construction work. Certain degree of purity of water is necessary for its each use. Hence, contamination/pollution of water will directly affect man and all other organisms. The main effects are: pollutants make water unfit for domestic and industrial use. Pollutants also make water harmful to living organisms. Addition of organic matter encourages the growth of bacteria, this, in turn, deoxygenate water and kills aquatic animals. Addition of pathogenic organisms may cause disease in humans and domestic animals. Addition of oil in water destroys life by reducing oxygen and catching fire. Addition of dyes and compounds of chromium and iron changes color of water. Excessive addition of chemicals in water makes soil unproductive when variegated. Pollution of water can cause certain waterborne diseases like cholera, typhoid and dysentery. Pollution of River Ganga. The water of River Ganga has been highly polluted because the villages, towns, and cities which are situated on the banks of this very long river throw large quantities of garbage, untreated sewage, toxic industrial wastes, dead bodies of infants and many other harmful things directly into the river. People immerse idols of gods and goddesses in the river water. They also throw ashes of dead persons, flowers and polythene bags into the river. People can be seen bathing and washing dirty clothes and utensils in the river water. They also bathe their cattle like cows and buffaloes in the river. Some people even defecate near the river water. All these uncontrolled human activities pollute the water of River Ganga. The pollution level in the water of River Ganga has been rising for many years. At present, the pollution level in many stretches of River Ganga is so high that no aquatic animals, like fish, etc., can survive in it. The river is said to be dead at those places, because it cannot support any aquatic life at those places. A recent study by Worldwide Fund for Nature, WWF, has found that Ganga is one of the 10 most endangered rivers in the world due to very high level of pollution. An ambitious plan to cleanse the highly polluted river Ganga and save it was launched in 1985. It is called Ganga Action Plan. The aim of Ganga Action Plan is to reduce the pollution level in the water of River Ganga. However, the increasing population and industrialization has already damaged this mighty and sacred river beyond repair. Control of water pollution. Pollution of water can be checked, or at least minimized, by the following methods. Taking bath and washing clothes directly in ponds, lakes and streams should be prohibited/avoided. Separate ponds and tanks should be reserved separate for the water supply to cattle and other animals. Overuse of fertilizers and pesticides should be avoided. Hot water should be cooled before release/discharge from the factories. Solid wastes should be recycled wherever possible and not dropped in water. Polluted water can be treated in sewage water plants for reuse. Using less water and avoiding wastage at home. Activity 20.3. Take a sample of water in a beaker containing some suspended impurities. Take a piece of alum and immerse it in water in the beaker and gently rotate the end 4 to 5 times. Now take the alum out. Leave the beaker for some time. You will find that the suspended impurities settle at the bottom of the beaker by the addition of alum. The water becomes clear. The above process is called loading. Treatment of wastewater. Sewage and factory wastes should be treated to clean them before their release into watercourses. Treatment of sewage. Primary treatment. It includes physical processing, such as sedimentation and filtering. These remove most of the suspended wastes. Secondary treatment. It can be done in 2 ways. 1. Trickling filter method. In this method microbes are killed. 2. Activated sludge method. Chlorination of water is done in this method. Tertiary treatment. It involves removal of nitrates and phosphates. Activity 20.4. Visit a nearest water sewage treatment plant and examine how water is purified, treated, by different processes. Activity 20.5. Find out a pond or well in your locality which is unattended and polluted. Clean it and make arrangements for its protection. You can do this activity collectively with other inhabitants of the locality. Treatment of industrial effluents. It consists of neutralization of acids and alkalis, removal of toxic compounds by chemical oxidation, and cooling of water is done in this method. Industries should be made legally bound to treat the wastewater before discharge. Pollution and law. In 1974, Water Pollution Act was passed by the Parliament. It provides for the constitution of central and state boards for launching a joint center-state campaign against water pollution. In 1981, Air Pollution Prevention and Control Pollution Act was passed. It provides prevention, control and abatement of air pollution and maintaining the quality of air. Potable water or drinking water. It is the water that is ingested by humans. It is the world's most favorable drink. It is also termed potable water. The World Health Organization has set international norms for drinking water. No living beings can survive without water. Characteristics of potable water. All waters are not safe for drinking. In most of the countries, same water is used for drinking, washing and irrigating lands. But for safety, drinking water should be safe from all the impurities. Some most important characteristics of good potable water are: potable water should be colorless. It should have no smell, i.e., it should be free of smell-causing bacteria. It should be soft, i.e., it should not contain overdoses of salts and minerals. It should be free of suspended particles. It should be free of pathogens. Purification of potable water. Purification means removal of contaminants, impurities, from the raw water to produce drinking water that is pure enough for human consumption. Substances that are removed during the processes of purification are bacteria, algae, viruses, fungi, minerals and man-made chemical pollutants. The following are some most practiced forms of purification of drinking water. Sedimentation. Water to be purified is stored in large tanks and kept for 10 days at rest. The suspended particles in the water settle on the bottom of the tanks, forming a layer of sludge. This sludge is removed from the tanks. Filtration. To remove remaining suspended materials after sedimentation, one more process is carried out, which is called filtration. The most common type of filter used is the rapid sand filter. Water moves vertically in these filters, which often have layers of activated carbon or anthracite coal above sand. The top layer removes organic compounds to change the taste and color of water. Tertiary treatment. To make the potable more safe for human health, further purification is ensured by using disinfectants. Water is disinfected to destroy any pathogens which might have passed through the filters. Possible pathogens include viruses, bacteria, etc. Harmful germs are also destroyed by the following methods of purification. Chlorination. Chlorine is a strong oxidant that kills microorganisms. In this process, chlorine is used in some forms such as chloramine or chlorine dioxide. However, chlorine dioxide is rarely used because it may create excessive amounts of chlorates which are harmful. Chlorine tablets are also used for purification of water. It may create excessive amounts of chlorates which are harmful. Chlorine tablets are also used for purification of water. Fluoridation. In many areas, fluoride is added to water for purposes of preventing tooth decay. The process is called fluoridation. Fluoride is usually added after the disinfection by chlorination is done. Boiling. Water is heated hot enough and long enough to kill or inactivated microorganisms that normally live in water on room temperature. Boiling is also carried out through distillation. It involves boiling the water to produce vapors. The vapors are made to contact with a cold surface which converts them back into liquid water, which is the purest form of water and safest for human health. Why should water be purified? We use various methods of purification of water for the following purpose. To remove the suspended particles from water. To kill the smell-causing and color-causing pathogens. To remove the hardness of water which is due to excess of minerals and salts. To make the water safest for our health. Keywords. Pollutant. Harmful substance that causes pollution. Atmosphere. The envelope of gases surrounding the earth. Pollution. Undesirable change in environment. DDD. A pesticide, i.e. dichlorodiphenyl dichloroethane. Loading. A water cleaning processing in which alum is used. Potable water. Drinkable water. Summary. Pollution means the addition of undesirable materials to physical environment, making it unfit for living organisms. The basic cause of pollution is human himself. Pollutants are the harmful substances that cause health problems. The phenomenon of increased toxicity by chemical reaction among the pollutants is called synergism. Air pollution is the release of harmful substances in atmosphere. Pollution can be caused by natural and man-made activities. Smoke from chimneys is the major cause of air pollution. Lead particulate causes lead poisoning resulting in death. The highest percentage of gas in atmosphere is of nitrogen gas, 78.09%. The addition of unwanted materials in water is called water pollution. The three main types of water pollutants are biological, chemical, and physical agents. The process of setting down of suspended particles by the use of alum in water is called loading. In 1974, Water Pollution Act was passed to prevent water pollution. In 1981, Air Pollution Control and Prevention Act was passed to prevent air pollution.